So I've had an absolute shit ton of people requesting chicken Kievs. So that is what I've had for my dinner tonight. Into a bowl I've got butter, garlic, parsley, salt and pepper, a little bit of lemon juice. I've mashed it together with the back of a fork. Once you've done that, get a couple of chicken breasts, make a little incision, don't cut all the way through. Just needs to be like a little pocket that you can cram full of your butter. Then get a production line going. I've got flour, 2 beaten eggs and breadcrumbs. Into the flour first, shake off any excess, then into your beaten eggs and then into the breadcrumbs. Now I am a fan of that double dip, so back into the egg wash and into the breadcrumbs again. I find if you do this, it seals it a bit better, you're less likely to get any leakage. We shallow fry in 2 minutes either side, then finish it off in the oven for 5 minutes. Beautifully crispy on the outside, incredibly juicy in the middle. Bon appetit.
Kiev, and it was wonderful. I took all the sun-dried tomatoes out of the jar and saved the oil and then blitzed that together. Finally chopped some parsley and some basil and set that to one side, and then I grated 6 cloves of garlic, popped that in a bowl with the zest of a lemon and a heap of parmesan, 3 generous tablespoons of the sun-dried tomato paste and about 100 grams of butter, and smooshed that all together. I seasoned the chicken on both sides, then used a sharp knife to create a long incision down the middle, and I was sort of feeling to make sure that I didn't poke through, and then I made the hole a little bit bigger and piped in the filling, or you could just spoon it in, squeezed it shut and then coated it in flour directly on the baking parchment to save on washing up. Then I seasoned an egg and did some breadcrumbs with dried thyme, oregano, salt, pepper and parmesan, mixed that all together. Then coated the Kievs in both and popped it in the fridge until dinner time. Then I used the sun-dried tomato oil to fry the chicken on both sides until golden and popped it in the oven for 12 minutes until it was cooked through. To be honest, I was totally making up this dinner as I went, served it with some potatoes and some roasted veg, and it was absolutely glorious. The chicken was so juicy, definitely going to do this again.
It's my first time making it. Let's give it a shot. Combine softened butter, garlic, parsley, and a pinch of salt. Roll in plastic wrap and freeze for 15 minutes. Cut your tenderloins off your chicken breast. Pound out your chicken breast to a 1/4 inch. Split the butter mixture and place on your chicken. Wrap in saran wrap and pop in the freezer to firm up. Get them out of the freezer, and for the breading, first we're going to do seasoned flour, eggs, and seasoned panko. Air fryer at 400 degrees. In the air fryer and spray the tops with oil. Rest on a cutting board for 5 minutes.
This DIY chicken Kiev is probably the best thing I've ever eaten. Start with a garlic bulb and some olive oil. Wrap it tightly in the tin foil and pop it in the oven for a bit. Get some butter. Squeeze that garlic into the bowl, followed by chopped parsley. Bougie whisk. Shape it together and slice into pieces. Get your chicken booby and create a little pocket so we can slip in some of that butter we just made. Cover the chicken in some plain flour, then egg wash, breadcrumbs, then let's get on that shallow fry. Get them cooking till we see that golden crust. Finish them up in the oven for about 15 minutes. Then you can slice it up, see that butter ooze out and enjoy them sensational flavors. Trust me.